I came to Florida, went to college in Florida. Then, we decided we were going to move back to Jamaica so we could be closer to the family. So after, college, went back home, not working, really stressful. I had to go back with, the parents, not working with 4 kids, really stressful. Everybody's like, man, you went to college, you came back home, nothing's happening. I decided, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to seek God's kingdom first. I'm going to, go into the ministry. I'm going to, seek God's kingdom. That's my main aim. But my wife, she's like, hey, we got to get some money going. She sent out resume to a lot of companies. I had no clue. I was out there, talking to people about the Bible, and somebody called me up and said, hey, saw your resume. Would like you to come in for an interview. All right. So I went home, I said, I got a call for an interview. What happened? She's like, I was sending out resumes like crazy, We have 4 kids here. We got to feed the kids. So 9 to 5 is not bad. I'm like, okay, well, I have to do something. I'm a man, I have to do something. Went back, started the job, started to make some money. I always want to be an entrepreneur. I have to be an entrepreneur. So I'm hitting it. Went back, and I think it was 2009, fast forward, 2009. I think it's 2009 or 2010, Jim comes out with Proven Amazon course. Another product to buy, but I had a little money coming in, so that's okay, I can buy it. Jim always delivers great information. Bought the product, and I started to pick up ideas. I'm like, you mean you can buy a product, you can send that product into Amazon, they'll hold it in a fulfillment center. When it sells, they'll send you a check. Unheard of. That could never happen. So we're going into the supermarkets. We're picking up product. One of the first products we tried was coffee. Because being at school, being at college, every morning it was like people would, I can't talk to you right now. I got to have my coffee first. Just hold on, man. I can't talk to you. Idea. They love coffee. I'm from a country that has coffee. All right, let's try it. Started to find coffee, send coffee in. It starts to make sense. First Q4, we did $1,700. I was ecstatic. I'm a millionaire now. $1,700. Woo, this is working. So, we're still there. I still have to go to work 9 to 5. And the picture comes in now. My daughter, special needs. She is, she doesn't speak, but a more loving child you can. There are 4 children, but Anna, she, has special needs. And Sarah called me one day. She said, you have to come now. You have to come now. Anna's in the hospital. She had a seizure. You have to come now. And I'm working. I have to ask my boss, like, can I get a time off? He's giving me a hard time. And I'm like, if he fires me tomorrow, I don't care. I'm going. That's my daughter. She's in the hospital. She has a seizure. When I got there, I looked at her in the picture. She had pulled the drip, the IV thing, out of her arms, and she was bleeding. And the nurses were standing on the side, and everybody was just looking. And I got so mad. I'm like, don't you see that? She's dying. Do something. And, initially, we spoke about it. I, talked with the head doctor, all of that. And I said to myself, that was the aha moment for me. I'm going to do something that I can stay home with my family. I have to do something. There's no more playing around. I have to do something to be able to stay home with my daughter. That's a must. So I stayed up at night. I'm working on this Amazon thing. My wife now, the biggest thing is when you can get your spouse on board with you, that's when you really start getting successful. Even if it's just the encouragement and the buying, like, all right, seems to be working. Go ahead, try it. So you're good. You have that encouragement coming. I started to work hard on the business, applying the concepts, and it's just grown from strength to strength ever since then. As I mentioned, started selling on eBay, Amazon in 2010, $1,700 the first Q4. So we started to push. We're in the store. We saw a lady stacking up. We were like, hey, can we buy these items, in bulk? She's like, sure, the factory's just down the road. You can come on down and, purchase in volumes. Oh, wow. Started to buy, started to send in. Things start to work. Fast forward, 2012. Get an email from Amazon. My wife, wakes me up at 12 o'clock. You have to see this email. We were awarded the top 25% of Amazon sellers in the world from an island. Zero excuses for you guys. I mean, zero excuses. Top 25% in the world of Amazon sellers doing it from an island. I jumped on the phone. I had to call Jim. I had to say, Jim, what's happening here? I always hear him talk about being successful online and what you have to do to be successful. Again, find a mentor, follow proven strategies.